All right, welcome to turn number 7. And to get things kicked off right away, let's go ahead and see if we have an HQ event, which we do not. So that's fine by me. All right, next is, just to make sure I got this right. All right, so friendly command phase. So we'll go ahead and activate the company HQ, and they get 5 commands -1. Yeah, they're still not in cover, so 5 commands -1, so they get 4. Let's see, so they go up to 7. And they're gonna use 3 commands to activate, oh goodness. Activate 3rd platoon, 2nd platoon, and 4th platoon, and then also, I think that's it. 1, 2, 3. The flight leader, 4th flight leader, can get the impulse. It's not going to affect them too much. All right, so basically all the platoons that are on the map is who we're activating at this time. Yep, that's it. Okay, so let's go for the lowest platoon first. So 2nd platoon, they're going to get 2 commands -1 for being green. Sorry, I was putting away one of these cards. Anyway, so they only get 1 command, but they are undercover. Oops. Let's represent that a little bit better. Right, so they are undercover, so they get a +1 as determined by the player aid. If they are undercover, they get a +1 modifier for the command draw. So they get 2 commands. And then, right, we got to finish out the activations. Anyway, so 2nd platoon and 3rd platoon that just got on the map, they get 4 commands. They are line, which means they get too many. And then last one is 4th platoon. They get 3 commands. They're undercover, so they get 4. So 4th platoon is somewhere in here. Flight leader, there they are. So what was it? 4 commands, so they go up to 8. Okay, so right, never mind. I was thinking about trying to fudge the system to get the forward air controller over here, but I'm not going to do that. We're going to give the forward air controller one more chance to get himself together. Now, since... Let's see. Yeah, I really don't want to move them in the open up here. I was going to try to clear this, but that doesn't seem advisable by any means. So we're going to use 1 command to try to rally this. I think it's machine gun crew, right? Yeah. So that crew, they, in 2nd platoon, see the weapons, they're green. So they get, nope. 2nd platoon is the one that's given the command. They are green, which is a -1. Default is 2 draws to get a rally, but since they're inexperienced, they only get 1 attempt to rally, and they don't get it. So I can attempt to exhort, but I want to save the commands for now since they struggle. And we're just going to move these guys from here to the bamboo. Because, again, our sole mission is right now to clear out 12 cards, and we only have 3 turns left to go. So we gotta, again, keep moving. So we're not going to do anything with 2nd platoon right now. Okay, next we'll have 3rd platoon, which 3rd platoon will use 2 commands, not to move the entire, use 1 command right now to move. Do I want to do the entire squad or break it down? They have so many commands, so we'll do that. We'll break a squad down and then send that broken down squad. So we're going to do 2nd squad They're gonna go down to 2 steps, and then we need, is it this one? Or is it this one? It's this one, I believe. I wanna say. Maybe. Now I feel like I put the Vietnam limited or smaller squads in this one here. Yeah, I did. Sorry about that. But, okay, so there we go. So it's the assault team. Yeah, we're gonna do a fire team. Okay, so they're broken down like this, and then we're gonna send this fire team over here. And, you know, as per usual, they moved, so they become exposed. All right, then they're gonna do a platoon move. So use 2 commands, excuse me, to move the rest of the platoon basically out of the landing zone, just to keep it clear. Right. So they're gonna move here, and just to kind of consolidate everything, I'm actually gonna stack all of them like this. Yeah, so I can mark all of them as exposed at once, or else I'd be running out of exposed markers. Okay, so that's good. That's kind of why I wanted to get them out of there. All right. So those 3rd platoons move. So 3rd platoon is doing just a small thing. I think I have like 7 cards clear. So we have to continue to clear. We have to continue. So we're gonna move on to 4th platoon. They're gonna use 1 command to move this squad just over here. And that's it. And of course they will be exposed as well. So we'll have 3 potential contacts, and we have no idea how it's gonna work out. And as one last thing to do for 3rd platoon, they're gonna use 1 more command. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they have 1 more left that they can spend at maximum. And all that's on the command board. It'll tell you, based on their experience, how many commands you can save in this day, and versus day and night, and how many you can spend day and night. So I really would like to have the platoon HQ to move underneath the cover that's already been found here, just in case we get a bad draw and the enemy spawns in this card. Again, that's just in case. Okay, so 3 more potential cards are going to be cleared. Good for us, because we're 1 step closer to our objective. And once we clear out those 12 cards, I'm probably just going to hold it down and then not do anything else. All right. What's next? Who didn't get activated? I think it was 1st platoon. Who's still in pickup zone? We don't quite need them yet, but we should probably think about moving them in at this point. Yeah, we may move them in. I don't know where to send them, but we can move. Anyway, so we're going to go to the impulse. So 1st platoon gets 3 commands. There's 1st platoon, they get 3 commands. Alrighty. And then it is the flight leads that get the impulse. So 1st flight lead, 2nd flight lead, 3rd flight lead. Well, that's easy. 4th flight lead. There's a lot of commands that they don't need. Oops. So 1st gets 4. 4th, what does 4th get at the very end? 1. And then 2nd flight leader right here. How many does he get? Another 4, which they're not going to be able to use any of this anyway. Oh, I think I moved the wrong one. No, wait, no, I didn't. 1st platoon. Anyway. Okay. So that's all their general impulse. And for 4th flight, they got to get out of there. So 4th flight is going to spend 4 commands to activate their entire flight. Oops. There. So they've been activated. All right, moving on to the staff impulse. They just get one command. Let's see, our XO, where's our XO? The XO is align. Okay, that's fine. That's as many as he's gonna be able to save. Okay, now First Sergeant is going to attempt to have our, oh yeah, that's right. That's the other reason why. It was because, yeah, that was why. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do something a little strange. So we are gonna order, for second platoon is gonna order first squad here to basically move under cover over here with them. But since they move, they kind of expose themselves to do so. And then they're, or no, let's not do that. Let's not do that. They'll just stay in this cover. I mean, it's pretty solid cover of 3. So we're just gonna have second platoon move over here. Yep. And he'll be exposed. And then with his last command, we'll put in the second platoon assets. With the second command, he's gonna mark this position with, let's see, with green smoke. This green smoke here. You see, gonna mark. There we go. And then for the first sergeant, he can now attempt to call in. Oh, he did, yeah. He can now attempt to call in artillery. Not artillery, an airstrike with the forward air controller. So let's see. For the airstrike, here's the airstrike. The forward air controller gets 3 draws for like this burst icon. Either 1 or the 3, doesn't matter. Yes! Boom. So an airstrike is underway. Boom. So we have airstrike pending. Those guys are in trouble because the modifier, the net combat modifier is like -7. All right, so doing quite well for now. And I believe since this smoke grenade is here, it blocks line of sight out of the card, so this PDF gets removed. This automatic weapons goes down to small arms and no longer under crossfire, which hopefully we're not gonna need it. Small arms. Actually, no. We still have automatic weapons fire. What am I thinking of? Because there's one more machine gun team that's still here. They're pinned down, but that is the best volume of fire that we have. Okay. So we just... Anyway, it's not going to matter too much, I hope. Alright, so the flight leads, they don't need to activate anything. First platoon can't do anything. We got the airstrike coming in. And I wonder... Okay, this is what I was looking for. Battalion fire missions are not available for artillery fire missions. And again, that's only artillery fire missions only. If you watch the other video, I explain how the battalion fire missions work. But for this case, since it's an airstrike, that doesn't apply with the multiple bursts that we got. All right. Moving right along. So we did all those things. Now's the general impulse. 1 command. And what are we going to do with that 1 command? Okay, so one command to work with. So out of all of them, the elephant grass are the one. Oh, sorry, that's neighbors. Okay, so I'm going to do this one because this one has more steps than that one. So that's how I'm going to determine. So they're going to look for cover here. So that's a draw of 3, and we're looking for the cover text. 1, 2, 3. And they can't find any cover in the elephant grass. Just not good. Right, so now that's done. What is next? That's a general impulse. Enemy higher HQ event. Let's see if there's one. Nope. Awesome. I'm pretty sure next is the enemy activity check. Yes, it is. Now, let's see. Nope. Let's find a chart. There we go. Are they still pinned down? Yes. All right. So you're pinned in undercover right here. So at a roll of 4, it's probably gonna be really bad. I'm gonna waste an airstrike. Okay, good. 2. So what does that mean? Oh, 1 and 2. No, they don't do anything. Okay. All right. I've had it too often where I would finally get like a artillery mission, fire mission on a card, and then on the activity check segment, they just retreat, and then I waste a fire mission. So that I'm glad that didn't happen. All right. So mutual capture and retreat phase. Nobody's doing any of that. Mutual vehicle phase. So we have 4 vehicles. And since there are no enemy vehicles, we don't alternate between friendly and enemy vehicles. It's just all of our own. It's just all 4 of these helicopters are moving to outbound. So they're now flying off. And yeah, we don't do the exposed. I can't remember if I explained that before or not, but we don't do exposed markers when they're over here. I can't remember if I put them exposed. I should have put it exposed when they're on the LZ. But all right, so yeah, that's how that works anyway. All right. Vehicle phase is over. No combat with the vehicles either. Okay, there it is. Yep. Update fire missions. This is the only one we have. So we flip this over and an airstrike. And for those of you that are wondering, this little -3 in the top corner, if you notice like some VOFs, like a +2 in that little white circle, that just means like if there's vehicle combat, that's the net combat modifier for the vehicle. Like armor and stuff. All right. Okay. Evaluate potential contacts. All right, we're pretty familiar with this process. So we have 3 to do. So we're gonna go from bottom to top, left to right. So out of 3, number 2. So we're gonna evaluate this one first. Now let's flip over what the contact is in A, which they're probably gonna run into something. Because our contact right now is just contact, so it's a draw of 7. It's almost impossible for them not to run into something. So 1, 2, 3. All right, well, we finish out the draw before we reshuffle. 4, 5, 6, 7. What? That is unheard of. Normally, I find somebody on a draw of 7. That's crazy. Never seen that happen before in my life. All right, so maybe I want to play the Vietnam missions a little bit more because the World War II missions are brutal in comparison. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and quit recording. Be right back after we get this all reshuffled. Okay, we are back. All shuffled back up. So we have 2 more potential contacts left. Let's see which one we do out of 2. Number 2. So the one that's up here in the bamboo. So we're gonna flip over this contact, and it is another A. They have to run into something here. I mean, I don't want them to, but just based on the odds, they will. So it's a draw of 7. 3, 4. Yep, they've got contact. 5, 6, and 7. You always have to finish out the draws to keep the randomization in order. All right. So they hit contact. That's no surprise. Now, what do they run into? So it's a potential contact A. So I'm going to roll of 10 at C, 10, it's a 9. So what is that? A strong point. Oof, I am not sure what that is, but it doesn't sound good. All right, let's see, force packages. Let's get the force packages chart out. Okay, North Korean, German. We need the Viet Cong. All right, so what is a strong point? Oh dear. So it's a squad plus RPG / B40 team under trenches, and then another squad plus MG team under a bunker. Aye. All right, so if you notice, the slash means they're going to be on separate cards, but it's a plus. So it's a squad plus this team under trenches on one card, and then on the other card, wherever they generate, it's a squad plus MG team under a bunker. Yeah. This is going to be brutal. Absolutely brutal. All right, so it's going to probably take a while to get all those together. I mean, the two squads, actually, we can just draw out of my cup here. Let's see. What do we get? Let's see, just put them down there. One's like a VC rifle team, and another one is, all right, so like an automatic rifle team. And again, that A/S means it's going to be a small arms fire between, what is it? It's not point blank. It's close. When it's close and farther, and then it'll generate automatic weapons at point blank. All right, so that's what that means. All right, so the other things we need to find are those teams, and then I'll be back once I got those teams, and then we'll generate where they go. Okay. Okay, welcome back. Finally got everything sorted out. With the MG team for the Viet Cong, it's just this weapons team here, this machine gun team here, and these guys actually have ammo, whereas ours for the M60s, they don't have any MG ammo. We only get, if it's a heavy machine gun, then we count the ammo. And for the enemy MG teams, we count ammo. All right, so here's the RPG and B40 team with 2 shots. To get, or 2 attempts, so it's probably going to be like grenade attacks, which I'm not looking forward to. And it's only close range, so adjacent. So if they somehow spawn, never mind, it's not going to happen. They spawn far away, maybe, but I don't foresee that happening. In any case, so this is what it looks like. Now with this one, the bunker, it's a +3 cover, but you see that little 4 in parentheses? That's how many steps that you can have in the bunker, and they're all in the bunker at the step maximum limit. And also we see this nice little arrow here. Now if memory serves me correctly, that arrow can only go in one direction. So whoever spawned them, which is these guys, wherever they spawn, that's where the arrow is going to point. Now, we can totally avoid their fire by moving to another card and trying to maneuver around, because this bunker only has that slit that only goes one direction. So that's kind of like just a couple of things to keep in mind. Now that we got everything here all ready to go, now let's figure out where they go. So first is the RPG team, and let's roll to see the package placement out of 10. It's going to be 3. So 3 is right front at max line of sight. All right, so we're going to take these guys. And also, they're not spotted based on the chart. So right front, max line of sight, which is here. Actually, since they're in the trenches, I like to do it this way, just to kind of like say they're in the trenches. Anyway, and we'll put one of these things here to know that, you know, they're not spotted at this point in time. We'll remove this. Now this also generates a PDF, and the one that they have is a small arms at this point in time. Do I have? Yes, I do. So small arms fire here, and they are veteran. and because of this, the RPG team gets an attack, so they will immediately fire their first one. And we're looking for a grenade icon, and since they are a veteran, they get 3 cards. Whew. That was close. All right, so what happens? It's just a grenade miss, like this. Grenade miss only applies to these guys here, which is bad because they're 2 steps. It's not looking great. Yeah, it's basically a net combat modifier of 0, and the next one's gonna generate, and it's gonna be bad because now they have crossfire and automatic weapons. It's not a good day for those guys. All right, so next one for the placement out of 10 is 6. So 6, rear at max line of sight. Now that's not great. So they're here, rear, which is here, and contrary to my belief of once before, it will generate where these guys are right now. They just didn't find them, and the bunker is pointed this way because these are the guys that generated it. So technically, they don't come under fire per se. I don't think. I'll have to double check the rulebook on the bunker before I do the combat. All right, now, so they have automatic weapons, so this changes from a small arms to automatic weapons fire, and because they are receiving fire from 2 different primary directions of fire, they're not under a crossfire. So that is how that works, and also too, these guys are unspotted as well. So hopefully next turn these guys can find them and take them out. All right, so that's this one. So we have one more potential contact ready to go, and we also update our activity level. So right now we are heavily engaged. And what is heavily engaged? Based on this chart here, it is engaged, and at least one card has both enemy and friendly units on it. And what does engaged mean? 2+ friendly occupied cards are under VOF markers. So we have one VOF marker here, one VOF marker here, and that has now been upgraded to heavily engaged plus US occupied card. They have enemy on it. I think that's what it says, right? Yeah, both friendly enemy units. So heavily engaged. And it could change here in a minute because of this. They technically won't have line of sight here real soon. Actually, they don't have line of sight now. Oh no, PDF goes this way. They don't have line of sight now, so this kind of we'll tone it down to engaged. So that's what it is at this point in time. Just one VOF. And then this goes away. Okay. So we've updated this. Now we can move on to this guy. Go ahead and flip over what we have. A potential contact of C, which I think is only like 1 draw. No, 2 draws at engaged. So I've seen worse things happen. I thought that said contact. That one did say contact. All right. So potential contact of C is going to be a little less detrimental. Let's figure out what it is under C. Draw 1, and it's on a roll of 10. And there we go. Potential contact C. I'm gonna draw. It's a sniper. Yeah, it's a 3 sniper. Snipers are a pain in the buttocks to deal with. Let's see. So sniper. Yeah, it's just a sniper at max line of sight, and they are not spotted for obvious reasons. All right, I will be right back with the sniper, and then we'll see where it goes. Okay, welcome back. So yes, I just read the rule book, and yeah, it does only generate in this area. This is its only arc, is this direction. So that's totally correct. All right, so here we have our sniper. Now let's figure out where the sniper is gonna go. All right, so on a roll of 10, 5. So 5 is right rear at max line of sight. So this is where they are. Right rear. Goodness. Here. Boom. All right, so this has been resolved. And they are not spotted. I can't remember, do they generate a primary direction of fire? I don't think they do. Let's see. This will tell us. Sniper. Place PDF and VOF? Yes, okay, so they do. So the sniper was a sniper in the village here. There we go. And they have a special volume of fire, which is a sniper volume of fire. This. Yeah. And I think it's like -3, something insane. I'll have to look. I can't remember if it was in the rule book. Well, I don't know why I keep saying rule books, but if it's in the rule book or if it's somewhere on here. Information. But I want to say it's like -3. Man, that's another thing I have to double check because it's been a while since I've had a sniper. Yeah, I'll just have to look at it. Anyway, okay, so that's that one, and I've already added all the previous contacts, so we'll just sniper, and it is a veteran, and then the 2-shot, they're gonna use one. Oh, they use one already, and the EMG team is gonna use one for the ammo tracking. Great. Okay. All right. So that takes care of all the potential contacts. So, I mean, it was gonna happen eventually where, oh yeah, and then now we're actually under heavily engaged. So, yeah, that was the bad round. That was the round that stuff was bound to happen. And I think right after this, we go right into the combat effects segment. Yep, combat effects segment. So I'll be right back. We'll do the combat effects segment to wrap up this turn. And then I'm just going to stop filming right quick just to see what the modifier is for that. Okay, so got all that together. Just one update. So yes, this is a -3. I can't believe my memory served me correctly in that way. So this is -3, but the rest of the card will be under a small arms. So how the sniper works, just because we haven't run into it yet, is this will select a random unit, but since this is the only unit that's in its line of sight here, and since it generated it, that's what it's going to hit. Okay, and then if there are more units in here, the rest of the units would be under small arms. Then that's it. Alright, so it doesn't apply to all the units in the card, just one specific unit, and that's chosen at random. Now, if it's over here, then, as you well know, they're going to attack leadership first. So, just wanted to let you know that's how it all works. Now we're going to go into the combat effects segment and figure out what happens to everybody. So, in this case, we're going to start here with the VC and then go to the US stuff. Cards. Alright, so this one, the airstrike, which I should have done this already. The airstrike, the fire number of airstrikes that we can have is 2, or use is 2, so we'll just mark it. We used 1 already. And then, so that's -7. What happened? Where's the, did I remove that by accident? I think I did. I did. Ugh. Quarantine brain. Alright. So they're still under automatic weapons from here. Okay, so that's -7, -8. They have a +3. a +1, and another +1, so that's a +5. So that all turns out to a -3, which hopefully that does something. It should. It's pretty down there. Yes, so that is a hit, finally. So we draw another one to see the hit effects. Since they are veteran, that is 2 paralyzed teams, and then 1 regular fire team up here. Now where did I put? I thought I had them out already. Oh yeah, they are up here. Let's see. There you go. So, 2 paralyzed teams here, and then we'll grab. Let's see. See what kind of VC are they? Grenade launcher kind. Let's see. What is their squad makeup? 'Cause I can't remember. Oh, they're all rifles. Okay. That's fine. Pretty sure this is it. Yes. This guy goes away. Wow. We set him off to the side here for now. Alrighty. And then they are still pinned down from that hit. Wow. Okay. I was hoping for a little bit more, but that works. At least they're losing unit cohesion. That's fine. Alright, so how many do we have under, I think it's just 2 US cards under a VOF, right? Yep, only 2. So out of 2, bottom to top. 1, which will start at the bottom. Okay. Yes, this one under sniper. So it's a -2 for being exposed, -3 for the sniper, +1 for the cover. That's what, -4, which is the lowest out of all of them. I've seen miracles, but there it is, the miracle. They're just pinned down. That was close. I don't need that. Let's turn this over. They are pinned down. So at least they kept their wits about them. That could have been way worse. Alright, let's see what happens up here, because it could get much worse. Alright, so we have a grenade miss, which applies to the whole card, which is a -1. They're exposed, which is a -2. Under crossfire, -1. Under automatic weapons, as the worst one, is a -1. So that's a total of a -5 +3, which takes it up to a -2. Let's see what happens. Yeah, kind of figured they were going to get hit. So let's see. Which looks like they're not going to be, it's not going to be too bad. No matter what it is. So what squad are they? 2nd Platoon, 2nd Squad. And they are, let's see, 2nd Platoon, 2nd Squad, they're a line. So that one just converts into an assault team, is all that means. Which, I'll take that any day. Alright, let's see. Now in this game I'm not sure why you would want to get an assault team, but, oh, those are engineers. Okay, so maybe that's why. Oh dear. Trying to see. I can't remember if. Yeah, there's one. That took too long. Alright, yep. An assault team. So we'll technically put this over in the eliminated area just to kind of give us an idea of who it is and what was the squad makeup of that. Okay, just those green launcher guys. Okay. I can't remember if I've got one up here or one somewhere in here. Let's see. Yes. A fire team. So that's all that's left. They lost unit cohesion, but they are pinned down. Alright, so that's what happens here. That's not awful, actually. That's not as bad as what I thought it was going to be. It is kind of getting a little chaotic out there. Alright, so that's the effects segment. Next is removing pyrotechnic, illumination, exposed, move fire, concentrated fire, grenade and grenade miss markers. Alright, so this gets removed. And everybody who's under an exposed markers, those get removed. Boom. Yeah. They moved. And just a quick scan to make sure I didn't miss any. They're red anyway, so it should be really hard. Great. Let's see. Pyrotechnic, illumination, exposed, move fire, concentrate. Markers, evacuate casualties. Let's see. Pyrotechnic. I wonder if that also means. Let me see. Okay. So I think technically this green smoke is a pyrotechnic, so then this would get removed. We'll just set that off to the side. Alright, that is turn number 7. Lots going on. I kind of figured a lot would go on, but at least we've cleared an additional 3 more cards. And that works. So turn number 8, we can continue to clear cards now that we're heavily engaged, so that makes it a lot less likely to run into other enemy, but it still can happen. So that's turn number 7. We'll be back with turn number 8. Okay, before I forget, just a couple of things. One, this PDF is now available, so they're firing again since the smoke is gone, but it doesn't take effect for the combat segment. The next thing is the sniper here that isn't spotted. They should get cover. They always get cover, unless specifically specified that they don't. Even if it says that they don't have cover, you use the default cover marker listed on your briefing. Right, so I gave them cover, don't worry. Yeah, talked about this, and since they didn't get fired upon in the combat effects segment, this pin marker goes away. I think that was mainly it. I broke up the stack here so I can see who all is there. Yeah. So those are the only couple of things that I had to adjust right quick before going on to turn number 8.